What's up, Exiles? It's Gemini, and the character reset is just around the corner. Carl announced that it's going to be reset tomorrow, so I figured I'd just go over this character one last time before it's deleted. So the tree is going really well. I started to use intuitive leap to get, devotion, the overcharge, and I'll get endurance charge, and then maybe more life notes here until I'm ready to transfer to acrobatics and get phase acro. Then I'll unspec out of all those nodes. But I want to use my intuitive leap here so that I can pick up survivalist, fervor, and herbalism, and these I'll pick up eventually too. But from what I notice is once you put in a node or this intuitive leap and you put in a node, you actually have to use the regrets to pull them out before you can pull this gem. It's actually locked in place. I just assumed that, if you pulled the gem out, it would refund you your points and you could put them anywhere else. But that is not the case. So you notice the difference between the Trapper on live. The Trapper on live has this, and yeah, everything else is relatively the same, and this changed a little bit. Alright, so as far as gear changes since the last time we talked about this, I now have a 5-link Cloak of Flame. Gives me the physical damage taken as fire, so that's kind of like a mini lightning coil feature. The chance to ignite, fire resist, ignite duration, all great. I added crit damage as the 5th link, and I'm still using the same stuff, just mediocre rares with resistance. The Rat's Nest is not ideal. I would rather have a rare helmet and use Malagaros, but you just pretty much running self-found. Found this shield, which is pretty awesome, and I don't have a Divinaris or Karkashak. I've been chancing them like a madman in hopes of getting, from the Karkashak or Div from the Imperial Skein or Varnished Coat. But a lot of people keep asking, is Prolif still viable? Is Fire Trap okay? The major thing is the Elemental Proliferation Gem, its radius is 12 and it stays at 12. You can increase this with increased area, but you're going to notice the clear speed is not nearly as good because it doesn't reach the whole screen. But it still does good damage. And at level 18, we're seeing a 22% less damage. So little nerf on the Fire Trap, X to Y tooltip. Nerf here with Elemental Proliferation, big one actually. And then Fire Pen is okay. Burning damage doesn't have chance to ignite anymore. But it's okay, I'm crit based, so I get ignition chance through crits. And then we have Tempest Shield. This I plan on replacing. Eventually I want to run Grace as a 60% with Clarity and Arctic Armor and what's it called? Herald of Thunder. However, the Arctic Armor is not going to be anywhere near max. In its current state, it hasn't changed its mana cost or its mana drain, and not having EB definitely hurts. If I were to run a 6th link, I think I would have some mana problems and I would have to get better gear, but I think it's definitely doable. But yeah, going acrobatics, you're gonna get half your ES anyways, so I think acrobatics is gonna make it so much tankier and give it the proper defenses it needs. It's just gonna happen a little later than sooner. So I'm gonna do this Jungle Valley. We're gonna get to see Prolif in action at level 83. Definitely has a lot of room for improvement. Quality gems, but it's still very volatile. This is a 74 Jungle Valley, and honestly I don't have any problems with clear speeds or damage. One thing I will change is probably gonna run Arc Trap, Multi-Trap, Prolif again. While the Lightning Trap was nice, I think the Arc Trap will do a better job at proliferating the shock, which is probably more important. Notice that I'm using the Fire Golem, and for whatever reason this patch changed the Fire Golem into a red HP bar, so I constantly think that it's an enemy. So lately I've been just throwing trap after trap on top of a golem that's friendly instead of enemy target. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think Flame Blast is going to suffer more because you don't really go crit. It also suffered through an X to Y tooltip nerf. But Fire Trap is still in a pretty good spot. I'm happy with it. I would play with it, and I would level with it. The only difference I found leveling was I ended up cursing a lot more. Using Assassin's Mark or Flammability, depending upon my ignition chance. But I really enjoyed playing this. Definitely was a different leveling experience, not as face roll. I didn't have Elrion jewelry, I didn't have, you know, Malagaros at early levels, but it worked, and it's definitely successful. The double Prolif still lives. Keep in mind that Herald of all the Heralds have increased to 30% reservation versus 25. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll continue to make Act 4, you know, commentaries or, you know, theory crafting videos, and whatever I can get my hands on, I'll probably end up testing. A couple of things that I've noticed is that Reeve now has a 5-second cooldown for it to refresh. So whereas on live it's 3 seconds until you can hit the next target, the quality of life has drastically increased on Reeve. So I may make a Reeve character. I know I want to save Cyclone and possibly two-handed builds for lockstep code. Definitely want to, you know, try that out when that is implemented. But Reeve is not that bad with desyncing because the AoE is pretty good. But also I might try a vanilla classic summoner, and I also want to try some stuff with Infernal Blow. That definitely seems interesting, or maybe even Herald of Ice with cold skills. If you guys noticed in recent posts on Reddit, this is actually kind of huge news. There's a new support gem that does more damage on chill. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. New support gem. Hypothermia. 20% more damage to chilled enemies with a 120% mana multiplier. So I like this way more than the shock one. This one's definitely got a lot of potential. And if this is implemented next patch or this coming reset, I'm definitely keen on doing a cold caster build, which I haven't done in forever. But like I said, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll see you in the comments and other videos to come. Have a good one. Peace out.